So what I wanted to talk about today, because I'm recently experiencing these kinds of feelings, I wanted to talk about the kinds of feelings that come up when you cathect a narcissist. And one way to describe it that I'm finding useful is it's almost like a contamination. Because I said, like in a previous video where I felt like there was this sympathetic vibration that gets set up when you get into a narcissist, and then you start reverberating, and it's like you have to try to achieve a certain level, or you're not going to make it in the narcissist's eyes. And as soon as you have that, this begins to drain your energy, because you're never going to really make it to the level that the narcissist has in mind. And this is partly because the narcissist wants to be above you. So no matter what you do, you're going to find yourself trashed in some particular way. It's like they want to make you feel bad, because ironically they want to keep you around so that you can feel bad and they will feel good. But like I said, there's a kind of a contamination that takes place where, and I have to say, I can feel it, and I don't like it at all. It's I feel like I have taken on, albeit temporarily, I hope, some of the characteristics of the narcissist in terms of how I'm looking at things, because it's like there's a little switch that goes in your head that says, okay, so I'm thinking this right now, but they would be thinking this, and then that means I better switch this. And that's, of course, totally bogus. Now, I'm going to talk about one kind of obvious thing right now, which, okay, there's a lot of people out there who think like doing something to your face is just a stupid thing to do, and you shouldn't have face treatment or some Botox injection or sculpture injection or something like that. A lot of people would say, oh, that's terrible. Well, if you do something like that and the narcissist gets a hold of it and they don't have any respect for the fact that you're a separate human being who likes to do what you want to do, and maybe you like to do things for fun, and like in my case, I like to tweak my face once in a while. Nothing major, but like today I got the sculpture in there, and there's probably some bruises and stuff like that, and it's just the way it is, And if anybody doesn't like it, well, there's nothing I can do about it. I just would rather just do what I want to do. So what happens is, anything like that, it doesn't even have to be on that level. It could be just like, the fact that you put on blue that day, that could cause the narcissist to go off on a rant or something and try to make you feel small. Okay, so that is going to suck your energy. So when you cathect a narcissist, your energy starts draining out. It just starts like, it's like that person is sucking it up, and they may not even know it, but it's like it's just the effect that their personality is going to have on you when they constantly do these berating activities. That is going to be the effect. Your energy is going to be drained, and you're going to be questioning who you are. You're not going to feel that your center is where it used to be. Your center has been displaced into the narcissist, and you need to get it back, because it's when you get drained off like that, you're depressed. You don't do things for yourself. You start looking at the world in a bad way, and as I said, you sort of take on qualities of the narcissist. So if the narcissist is down and out, you're going to start feeling down and out yourself. You just pick up on that sympathetic vibration, and that could be because I'm a sensitive, I guess. It's kind of strange to say, like with Asperger's, that I'm also a sensitive, but yeah, in certain things I am, and I do pick up vibrations very easily. Now, a lot of all of this in this particular situation has been picked up electronically. And that's both good and bad, because what it means is I could have a lot of incorrect information and not know it. But one thing I don't think I'm incorrect about is the dynamic, because I've seen enough to understand the dynamic, and I can extrapolate from what I know about that dynamic to scenarios that are extraordinarily likely to exist. Okay, so in this particular case, the narcissistic person had kind of gone and done something to try to, I guess, get some narcissistic supply. And it involved a lot of what I would assume to be, emotional upset or difficulties. But the person responded as a narcissist by, looking for other opportunities. If one thing doesn't work out, we'll just chuck that and let's move on to the next. Okay. So now, I'm kind of under the impression that they've gone back to what was kind of a boring situation where nothing was really working out, and are setting little bait traps. Like I'm supposed to jump back in there and fight, maybe? I don't know. I could be totally wrong. But it just is, it's like at a certain point you just have to say, enough is enough. It's, I think honestly it would have helped if I had been able to see all this in person instead of having to infer it all. Because I'm always going to wonder now. And as that NASB, I like things to be clear and crisp, and I like to know. And if somebody just said, "That's it," whatever, if I could just get that in reality, and like the real, like hear it or see it or whatever, But I'm going to have to live with the uncertainty of it, and I hate that. I really hate that. But that uncertainty is also part of the narcissist's game plan. So they want you to be uncertain because they don't want to feel like something's been gotten over them. Somebody's kind of like gotten their thing over them. And the whole thing is bizarre because I'm not even that kind of person. I like to be egalitarian, and I like to kind of enjoy people's foibles, and I like to try to get positive reinforcement, and I like to be I don't know, I just kind of like to be, I like to try to be a nice person. And when you're contaminated by a narcissist, you can turn into a not very nice person. So, I'm not sure I said everything that I wanted to with that, but I guess I'll find out when I listen to it back. But it was important to get it down because it's all part of the process. And it's really helping me to look back at these and see what I went through. And hopefully, if there is a next time, which I seriously hope there is not a next time for my going through this type of repetitive experience, well, maybe I'll know something a little better, or make it through faster or something. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you for listening.